Hey everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark, to my Ash Canyon only run. There's a bit of inverted commas around the only part of that. You know, we might have decided now that, you know, this is has been a three week stint, starting in Ash Canyon and not leaving till now. But, you know, I think I could eke out like a long and dull existence in here, really, and then eventually she would wither away. I can't bring myself to just throw her off a mountain just, you know, while she's still healthy. But at the same time, I couldn't really bring myself to put everyone through the grind of me just skinning rabbits every day and not doing any further adventures. So I think we're winding this to a bit of a close. There's a couple of bits and pieces we can do. One is to try and get over to the western side of High Meadow. There's a couple of things to look for there, and I'm kind of tempted. I am kind of tempted. But, you know, we're going to have to fight 4 wolves for that. But that's pretty much about the last thing that I think we would do, is that little endeavor. And to do that, I actually want to go up top, and I want to grab the rope that's up there, that I left up there, because that's part of my plan about having a nice little drop down to get back into High Meadow, because there's a little rope layout you can put from the western side down to get back into the middle part. So I think that's maybe what I'm going to try and do. But because of that, I actually don't want to... There's a bunch of sticks I left up there as well, so I kind of want to go just a little bit light. I shouldn't need to light a fire when I'm up there. I'm only going up there to do a couple of quick things. I think that's all we're going to really do. We got 15 kilos of weight we can use. And I'm probably going to do it now while it's cold. We'll take some cold damage, come back down. And I think that's what we're doing. Short jaunt up the top. We'll bring back the stash of sticks and water there if we've got anything left, or we'll have a quick look for some rabbits. If we were living here, I'd go and have that be my little rabbit snare playground. But I'm not planning on being here for a couple more days. But that would be a bit of a dull existence, climbing this rope every day, checking the snares coming back. And at least it would get you tired. So it's got that going for it. Alright, here we go. Let's go, Speedy Gonzalez. By rights, we shouldn't even have to stop here at all. You know, it didn't even take half hand strength, grip strength or whatever, to get to that middle ledge. Just over half to get all the way to the top. Okay, so they can stay there for the moment. So of course she's heading into a headwind at the moment, because why the hell not? Come on. I swear we're going as slow as if we were heading directly into this, and all we're doing is going across it sideways. And so then it should almost be a tailwind when we turn this corner. But you watch it turn again to come up from behind us. Alright. Alright, super speedy tailwind, come on.
I've never felt so cold my life.
I feel like we should be winning the 100-meter sprint right about now. With a tailwind that pushes us that far from the front, from the back, we should be absolutely fanging along.
I never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
You have got all the fish in the world back at that little house. Alright, we already checked for the stash in the corner, I'm 99% sure. I think I've said it every episode we walk past that, so not going to look. There's only birch to torment us about how we don't have anything to chop it down. So I think the rabbits were hanging out here the other day. There's that headwind we love so much. Alright. Any more? No more rabbits? No more secret rabbits? They're all out of the way because of the wind. Well, okay. You can hear the wolves down in the pass, I think. There's probably all kinds of really interesting ways to goat down out of all this, but I don't know them. Not much of a one for doing all the goating. Largely because I just really, really hate springs. Now, we are obviously getting cold and all that jazz. I just want to cast my eye up in this. I don't think there's anything up in that bit. No, not really. I threw a bunch of stones away at a bear, so I'll grab a couple of those. Alright. Let's get our way back with this rope. Not much of an outdoor adventure this day, but alright. It's something. We'll probably rest when we get back to the cabin, and then by the late afternoon maybe head back to the angler's cabin. And then we'll make a final call about whether or not we're going to try and juke those wolves. Check out that last bit of gear. Or not. So I don't know if the little orange canisters are on Interloper. I found them on like a high loot kind of run. Maybe it's a bit more stalkery. But I haven't found any of them on this this particular go through. And maybe it's because I haven't looked in or behind the exact correct thing. Like you know, maybe there's a half-open tree trunk with one in it, and I just haven't found where that is. There can be a container up behind that little bit that I passed up there with the birch, but I'm pretty sure it's not on this one. But there's so many places stuff could be, you know, like how often are we all wandering up in little bits like this, like especially once you kind of feel you know the map, like this could be a spot even, you know? Have I ever been here? That looks like a potential either goat down or spot you can get trapped. Yeah, that looks like a spot you could probably goat down. But we won't be doing that. And in fact, we should probably get out of all this. Alright. How are we off here? We can still pick up a whole bunch of our sticks down here, I think. And we actually have 18 on us now, so had a good little collect along the way. Yeah, you can come too. So there we go, back down again. It's a tiring day, not doing a lot, lady, but hey, here's that change in wind direction for the way home. I'm sensing a theme. See, I kind of feel like, not that I'm building one, but if you could do it just here, it would be the most chance of wind protection from multiple angles. And there was somewhere I found here in the dark that was wanting to let us do it. So there it is. Now, yeah, all right. Let's get out of that and get in before we do too much hypothermic damage. So we're actually going to... we're probably going to eat one of them. We're probably going to eat half of it. Sleep for maybe 6 hours. Gonna step outside and drop it. So I don't accidentally walk off with it. But we're probably going to leave here well fed. Like eat a bunch of that. Not the well fed as in the well fed bonus, but having eaten our fill. Just in case we just do 5. Yeah. Just to make use of those calories and just so, you know, we've got stuff in our stomach for the next day or so. Alright, so it's probably the good part of the day. Now,
I'd eat anything right about now.
I'm going to bring all of you. Probably going to bring that. Drop 23 of you. You can just go in there for the moment. I know I picked you up at the top, but I haven't got time to pull that apart. What else is going on here? The socks are falling apart, but I almost don't want to waste cloth on those. I'm not going to be torch chaining anyway. There might be some more of them if I haven't decided which way we're coming back, but I need to remember I've got quite a lot of food here. Alright, so the snares are coming back, just in case we live there for a couple of days. Which means we haven't really got lots of room to carry stuff. We're going to have to make some hard calls. Alright. Alright. We probably climb back up here in a day or two. Probably don't need to be crawling at this stage, really, but... It's a long drop, that one. I think I should be doing that better somehow. Now, do we have more than one? We have just the one flare. I haven't got any decoys on us. Might be juking some wolves. Or we might be using our flare, but I kind of want to reserve... the flare, if possible, for... some more cattails right there. Kind of want to reserve the flare for the chance of making my way up the western side. Now, I don't know if I'm missing cattails or if they've decided to respawn some. Same goes for that reclaimed wood. That might be delusional, but... Just gonna pick up the ones that are directly in front. Maybe on the lookout for the moose. Yeah, I think that's the little path down that I was kind of showing from up the top. You can probably just butt skid your way down that. Just gonna get this out. There's a log over there. I thought it was the moose. I do tend to hear the moose. Like, he's not super secret about it. And the wolves can hang out here. Doesn't look like they are today. So I think we're all good.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
There's some more cattails there though. So we should do the chore of that. I think other times we just haven't had... Oh, the moose is there. I can see him. Well, I could see him before I ducked down. See, he's right there. I really would have thought I would have heard some... Oh, this is risky. All for a couple of cattails. From a guy who's not even that hungry, or a girl who's not even that hungry.
Freezing.
I really would have thought you'd hear that guy having a little groany complain when I went past. So that could have been bad. Alright, oh, so many. We're actually still got a ways to go, and we're not super cold. So hard to resist cattails. Alright, well, let's do a little sprinting. I don't even know if we've checked in here. Sometimes there's a backpack there. Alright. Eyes peeled for some fur frames. I do see one. All the way over there. Which means one might be closer to me that I don't want to run into. I really want those rose hips though. Ah, see, one was just in front of the rise, in the rise in front of me. Shouldn't really have my back turned to those guys, but oh, I'm loving myself a little bit of this loon walk. That's not freaky. I know we're just going to run. Get our flare out just in case, because why not? It's amazing how nerve-wracking that can be, even though you feel like you've got it under control. So I think we need to warm up and think about putting up our rabbit snares again, but I think we should warm up first. Oh, look. In for a penny, in for a pound. I'll put out the swing set. Everyone go that way. Oh, we're going to do this. I'm not sure I can... No, I think I need to go inside. And we've still got food in our stomach. And from all the fish we had. Missed that. Alright. Do want to get some condition back. So all our stuff should be kind of done. You know, like... We left ourselves so much stuff anyway. Look at that. It's like a gift. So much stuff in here. And then all of this is cured. I don't even think half of this is coming with us. So much cured guts.
Sure, I can carry much more.
So we still have this rope. Okay, so that rope does have to come on an adventure with us. Not all this stuff that I just picked up is going with us right now. I'm just picking it up to consolidate. Don't need too leather on us. I doubt we even need 1, 2, 5, 7, 9 9 rabbit pelts at all. I don't think that's really going to be relevant, but we should have 3 deer hides. And I think it's 4 for the pants. I actually thought we might have had one more. But, I guess not. It's quite interesting. I thought... Let me just double check that. Did we leave an extra one up there? Maybe I was out by 1. I thought we might have had a chance to make some pants. Oh no, they are 3. I had calculated correctly. They're 3. They'll take 12 hours. So we could maybe make them while we're here. Like, we do still need to do some layer of warming up. We could wear them out of here. We'll probably only get an hour in. Well, at least we got kind of warm. Somewhere here in the workbench is the drawer. So they can be there for us to actually craft with. So we need to take them back as well. So that... I'm not tired, and I don't want to get back in the cabin fever little dice roll too much. That is some red looking sky. What is this? Like, it's like a 7 days to die kind of sky going on there. It's not Horde Night, sorry. Oh, it's gone now anyway. Alright. I'll leave those rabbits over there. We've got plenty of food. Alright. And we've also even got plenty of sticks, but it's that perpetual thing of trying to use your warmth to do something outside. I tell you what I do want to know. Go find if the oh, did I even check this
Starting
backpack?
to feel numb.
We did not check this backpack. And now we know that you're empty as well, so good for us. But I want to see if the birch bark is back. Apologies if this is really dim for everyone. It's not super high contrast for me either. There's one thing that matches one piece we already have on us. There's 2. Normally I only ever find 2 at a time. And look, visibility is
If I don't warm up soon.
pretty dodge. Just make sure I'm not carrying anything that's going to lure some friends. Alert them to my existence. Between all the snow and whatnot, I couldn't even see that stick barely until I just about trod on it. So I'm not sure if it's a saying that happens elsewhere in the world, but in Australia we tend to say things like, if it was a snake it would have bitten you. It's one of those like dad sayings when you're walking around the house going, where's my such and such? And your dad would go, oh, if it was a snake it would have bitten you, because you're standing right on top of it basically. Now I don't know if that's a saying that happens in other places of the world. I'm assuming like if you don't tend to have snakes, you probably don't really have the dad jokes around the existence of snakes. I don't know, like, you know, what's the thing in Canada? Oh, if it was a moose, it would have stomped on you. Let's not do anything with that. I'm actually going to head back before I get myself turned around and lost in the gloom. Plus we're cold again, and, you know, we didn't even get much any condition recovery today. So it's like, you know, we're bottoming out a little bit. Okay. So let's come in here. And we've got some prepared rose hips we can do, which is actually good because I think I said in an earlier episode that I thought I'd made a bit of a mistake in that I didn't have any painkillers on us in terms of being able to climb. I think that still stops you climbing if you have a sprain, but maybe you can do it with the pain, but maybe you just have to bandage. I'm not sure. Speaking of bandages, yeah, we only have the 2. But we have got a decent collection of cloth on us. Almost good enough time for us to sleep for 10. Nothing else we can really do. I mean, do we fill that up with that? Saves a little bit of weight, but, you know, only like 0.04. What if we need to light a fire in a hurry? That's enough to light a fire with, I'm pretty sure. Just gonna have a quick inspection. Ooh, nearly up to carcass harvesting 4, and that lets us harvest, I think, 75% frozen? Maybe. Cooking is booming along. Like, we've had to do quite a lot of it, so... and in small pieces too, so I think that's actually helped. I don't think we're in any danger of getting cooking 5 before too long, but everything else is non-existent down here. Mending, barely. Alright, let's make our way down to the bed. Somewhere, there should be a bed somewhere here. Where are you? Don't make me go by that side. There's the bed. We should have enough. 790. There's a 10-hour sleep. We'll just do it. Waking up to a nice blizzard, you know, that's like always good.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Is it? I managed to find exactly what I was looking for, which is this drawer. Now it's got a mouse over the workbench part. So I love it how you can do some seamstressing when you're hungry, but you can't read a book. Like, you just can't concentrate when you're that hungry on reading, but you can on, you know, poking things through leather. It's always good to know. I'm actually going to eat a couple of the cattails. And I am going to do another hour.
God, I get a horse.
So, just trying to plan the day and like figure out my energy. Because if I'm going to try and juke those wolves and take this mountaineering rope up there, I'm going to need to be a bit lighter for starters. So So there's some things we could pack away, and part of that is even these pants. But I want to not let the day get on too much. So, like, we might even... sleep for a bit, but I kind of want this weather to kind of back off a bit. So we'll just put these back for a bit. There's nothing we can do with them, so I'm not even sure why we're carrying it. The other stuff is useful on adventures, so I'm trying to gamble on... I mean, I don't want to get in here today and be like super well rested, but I want to be well rested when this blizzard breaks, because I want to be able to sprint past wolves, and I want to be able to climb ropes, and carry ropes, all kinds of crazy things like that. So I was actually about to say, or maybe even juking the wolves in the blizzard is really what I should be doing.
Hungry.
But, like, can I beat them to being spawned? I doubt I can. Like, they're gonna just pop into existence right out there then, and... dare I? I'm gonna put a bunch of those away. Bunch of these things. I think we're good. I'm not even sure if this is the day we're running past those wolves. I did grab that rope, right? After all that. Yes, I have that rope. We'll just go with a little bit of food in us. Okay. Nothing else. 8 rocks. 1 flare. It's like minus 17. See 1 wolf already. See 2 wolves. I like to go up that rise, and I want to head up this side with 1 wall against me. What I'd really like to do... I don't really want to be behind this lump for starters.
I can't feel my hands.
No, I'm trying to cycle back. Now what I'm trying to do... There is 1 right behind this mound that I really don't want. I really want the one behind the mound in front of me.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
So there's 3 over there now. And there's 4 in total. I'm going to sprint for it. Oh boy. There was my heart in my mouth for sure. Whoo-wee. I gotta tell you, my heart rate's going about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Because there was one I could hear behind that mound in front of me, and I just didn't want... I didn't want him to just get within, like, charging distance, like, straight away. So I'm looking for now... I might even have to light a fire up here, actually. I'm looking for a little turn off to a rope climb. And I found it a couple of times, but I'm still never 100% sure where it is. Maybe we can sprint a little. There it is. So this takes us up to here. We can cross a rope, cross a log bridge and a bunch of other things. And we can lay out a rope on the other side. But this is kind of the last place for us to explore. And I really didn't want to chicken out and not actually try exploring here. We've used a few stones, 32.5 kilos. All right. Are there any like reishi on that log? All right, no. Up we go. It's a decent climb.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Now let's just drink the birch bark tea we've made. So we have been losing condition. It'll kind of cancel out the hypothermia loss for a tiny while. Won't really go up, it'll just kind of even out, I think. Alright. So from this spot, what we should be able to do, I think we duck around to the left, go through this little underpass, and from the right hand side around from there should actually be a little bed. We put a bunch of sticks away so we have a lighter for climbing, so we'll just grab them anyway. So yeah, there's this little sneaky bit here. Now, hopefully this is the end of the blizzard still and not full on more. Because we will be... Well, we can get out of here from here, but it's hard to explore the bits I want to explore. Are you? No. I thought there was a little... No, it's in the next bit? Yeah, okay. There's a little cavey bit when we just go over this little log bridge. Which is where I wanted to do a fire. Over this little precarious thing. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. It's not annoying and scary at all. Don't look down. Oh, it just sort of shudders you to the side a little bit as well. Okay, well there we go. So, dead body over here. I wonder if this guy has my hacksaw. I don't think he does. And in fact has nothing. So where then was this cave, I remember? You're around here? Yes. So we're just going to warm up in here. I don't believe it's actually a warm spot. But the fire might be protected. I hope. I hope.
Come on, little fire. Oh, lucky day.
Chuck that piece of cedar on that we found. And we'll chuck on pile of sticks. Yeah, definitely going to be dropping those two. Actually going to make up a couple more of these. (9°). So if we click on that bed, it'll be +2. We might even have ourselves a little snooze in a minute. Possibly. Cook up the rose hips just because we can. And I will cook up another one of those. Now how many of those? We have 7 more we can make. It's 2 hours on there. What do we got for water? We got... Let's make a liter. Need a cattail, sleep for an hour and hope we don't die. Just so we're a bit warmer first. Well, the wind is blowing straight in here. Is it? Or is it still sideways? It kind of looks like it's trying to blow straight in here. And, it hasn't managed to kill us. So we're warm. You are a really nice torch. You're coming with me. So, we're gonna get out of here. We've wasted a bunch of fuel on this fire, but it's getting towards the end of the day, so I'm actually gonna drink that birch bark. Might be a bit of a waste. Alright. So, done all we can on this part. As in this side of that little log. This torch will probably get blown out. Get on up here, come on. Wouldn't mind trying to keep this torch for a bit longer, but I don't think we're going to have that luxury. So we need to be able to also scoot across here without falling off. So there's those wolves we just juked by, straight under there. Alright. So a little bit of a kind of a hiccup on these little snow mounds here, so I'm just going pretty carefully across. There we go. So that's Broad Falls, that's where you walk up behind the other wolves. so I can't quite believe this torch has still stayed lit. Duck ourselves through here. And we can duck across this bridge here. And this goes over the way to the other wolves. Something sneaky for us to pick up. This one's called, like, yeah, Runaway Bridge, this one's called. So this, let's try and get behind a rock or something. That's where the other wolves hang out at the other rope climb. The most useless rope climb in the game, I think. I was tempted to steal that rope and use it for what I'm going to do over here. But because I had an easy rope, I didn't have to travel as far, so this is what I'm now doing, is traveling this rope to put it out for this rope climb. And I think this torch is a goner. So the better torch is by that stick. Just don't want it to blow out while I'm picking up more of these things. Speaking of these things, do we still have one more hot tea? Let's drink a hot tea. There's a maple here if anyone wants one. So there's a stick there too. I'm not going to get too pedantic about it. Like, is there a little... This looks like a spot you might try and put a little secret thing. No. So there's really not much up here. There's that dead guy. I think on lower levels there's probably some pretty nice loot. I haven't found any other good loot lying around. Yeah, nothing hiding in there or anywhere. I mean, I haven't looked too deeply. Anyone hiding anything cool? No containers. But anyway, so there's the first two rope climbs we went up. So there's still a deer carcass over there. And this down here is high meadow. So over there's the little cave. Just in that corner, that's the cave we stayed in. Our snow shelter, I'm assuming, is absolutely ruined.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry, lady. Here. Have that. So, how long? Do we have a good view? I don't know if both of these will still be deployed mounting rope. If it'll still be burning when we're done. Ah, it's heaps of time on that one. So now, as long as we can get to here, we can climb over and get birch bark if we were staying here. That's the whole tactic I was trying to come up with, is like, yeah, I might have to do it from the fishing hut, climb up, come down here, climb down, you know, rest up somewhere. Or maybe you're coming from, you know, what's his face? The foreman's cabin coming over here. But at least you've got an easy way to come up and get some birch bark and avoid wolves. Maybe. That's a tactic. I don't know what else you'd use this rope for, really, like traversing different parts of the map. Who knows? But yeah, as far as I can tell, I've now pretty much tapped out things to see and do on this map. The only place I can say I haven't been is in the cave behind the waterfall that you have to fight the wolves to get into. I've been in the higher level, but I didn't climb down because I didn't have bedrolls and stuff. So I didn't want to get stuck in there. Now I'm just going to check out, just out of curiosity, I was just going to see if this snow shelter was actually ruined or if it was repairable. It's ruined. I'm just going to check if I left anything at all in here.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
I left a lot of water. Not that we need it, but I doubt we're coming back here. I'm gonna leave one sneaky one. Does coal respawn or anything in here? There is one cave we can check while we still have a little bit of light. Just gonna head back to the cave behind here. See if any coals respawned. And then we're off back to the angler's hut. So we could probably leave via here to Echo Ravine if we go to down into Bitter Marsh. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the way you do it. Or if that's the way we all do it. I should probably say. Any coal. There's a piece. Here's another piece. Anywhere else got a little... There we go. There's the 3 pieces of coal. I think that's all we really going to get out of this spot.
Breathing.
But I'm actually happy with that. So we got some reishi, some rose hips, no other key loot or anything for our troubles for that adventure, but got the last bit of exploration done. The only thing we didn't get was that deer up there. I think we probably got every other deer carcass that I know of. Oh, the only place we really haven't been, which we probably could have done on this trip actually, was head down to where the 3-rope climb is and see if there was a guy in the basin there. I think that's the only thing we missed out on as well. Which is a shame, but you know, them's the breaks. So yeah, we previously just jumped down over the log. I keep thinking like, what if there's something in here? But is that really a choice I want to try and commit to, is breaking down these? Where do you even put... I mean, it's something to do, right?
Come on, little fire.
It's certainly running to the end of this episode here.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, come on, little fire. Help us out here.
Perfect.
Let's just chuck a couple of sticks on there to begin with. What are we looking at? We don't need a lot. I don't know if I'll really waste Don't know if I'd really waste a piece of coal on that. But you should be getting warm. You are not close enough. It feels like 6 degrees. Wind is blowing that way. This will take like an hour and a half. You're going to go for 2 hours. You need to get ready to escape out of this if it all goes pear-shaped.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
So there was nothing in that one. Two degrees over here at the moment. We can reach that and we're 5 degrees. Alright. Couple more sticks. Find our way home in the dark. Well, if anyone was wondering, there's nothing in that crate.
Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Alright, so now we got to trudge home. That'll do. Don't know if there's any benefit going that way to this way, but this is the way I have always gone. There's the torch I made that guy hold for warmth on the way down the first time. Nothing stinky on us. Hey, a stick. So here we are back again. 188. 192. Let's get another. Oh yeah, you'll do. So there we go. That was another adventure for a day. She's saved up now. I'm going to call it here, but I'll feed her and put her to bed, and we'll pick up the next episode when she wakes up in the morning. But once again, thanks everyone for dropping by. We've now 26 days, 25 days survived, so we've had a fair chunk of adventures in here, and it looks like pretty much the entirety of Ash Canyon, apart from a couple of places, equates to about 8 to 10% of this world, so there's something that we know. And but yeah, we'll call it here, and I'll see you in the next one.